Coming up next on Fresh Hope.
When I got married, I was 23 years old, and I was still a virgin. And your hormones are going, you hear about it, you see things on TV, and so you think it's all right. You know, all the world's doing it, right? Well, they're not.
Right.
And I wanted to be romantic. I wanted to give her what I thought she deserved. And I knew that would be special, and it would mean a lot more to her, and it would mean a lot more to me.
This is Fresh Hope.
Welcome to Fresh Hope. Today is a beautiful day. It's the day the Lord has made, and I hope that you're happy and you're joyful. And today I want to talk to our guests, Colin and Melissa Leiberman, and so good to have you today.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Good. I'd like to talk to you guys about the awesome thing about how God works behind the scenes when we don't know anything that's going on, because your testimony has a lot to do with that. And when I think about that God is always working for our good.
Yes, he is.
I mean, we don't have a clue what things He's setting in place and the people He's moving around to reposition, to put in our lives. It's a beautiful story, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Let's get started. Both of you knew God had promised you a mate, but you were waiting, and you were waiting on the right one. Correct?
Correct.
Is that where the story begins? Mm-hmm. Okay, we're going to start with you, Melissa. Tell what happened to you before you met Colin.
Well, I was out in the world and not following God for a while. And meanwhile, Colin had known my mom all the years that I had been out in the world doing my own thing. And one day, my mom wanted to go and win other teenagers to the Lord. And the only person she could find to go with her was my husband-to-be, which we did not know at that time.
Fresh Hope.
Thank you for coming back on Fresh Hope. Just wanted to have a few closing comments about the things that Colin and Melissa were talking about. You know, they're a really remarkable young couple, and they have set themselves aside and have declared that before they got married they would be pure. And you know, that's not always easy, but when you set your mind and you want to please God and you want Him to be first, then you can do everything that He can give you strength to do. That's what the Word says, Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. And also in the Word in 2 Timothy, he's talking about fleeing youthful lust. Well, what is lust? That's craving after something that you have no business craving after, putting it in my words. When you talk about lust, that's looking at something that's not yours. And that's not always easy, just like Colin was talking about. For a man, that's hard. But when you want to please God and you want to serve Him, and He is the most important thing to you, then you're going to take your thoughts captive. And when it comes up and you start thinking about, you know, this woman, how she looks, or that woman, how she looks, then you've got to say, you know, I don't want that. I want only what God wants for me. So I just want to speak to you today about, you know, those of you that are struggling in this area. He is no different than you, and you're no different than Him. If God gave Him strength to stay pure, God can give you strength. So right now, if you're struggling, man, woman, boy, girl, whoever you are, I just want to encourage you and let you know that God will give you whatever help you need. Stay encouraged, stay pure, stay in situations and atmospheres that are wholesome, and God will bring you through it. So come back next time on Fresh Hope and join us for just some life-giving word. And Hope Givers, thank you so much for being a part of Fresh Hope.